Afrimat supplies building materials to the building and construction industries and clay to the steel industry.
Yeah, under the leadership of Andries van Heerden, it's a fairly new listing. I think it came to the market in about 2007. It has consistently performed very well. It does do quite a lot of acquisitions. It's, basically bought up operations around the country and grown to a fair size, I must say.
Market cap 2.7 billion rand, a PE ratio here of almost 12, and a dividend yield of 3%. Chris has been around, as Paul said. Well, I don't think that's a new listing, 2007, I have to say. You said there and thereabouts.
I consider anyone who listed in that sort of boom before the financial crisis to be a new listing. But you're right, maybe I need to revise my metric.
It's a recent listing, and in comparison with its peers, it's quite new. Yeah.
All right, relatively speaking, how about we go for that?
No, as Paul said, this is actually a very, very good company. It's got all its metrics are right. But unfortunately, it's working against a horrible background. Now, if you listen to government, they talk about this huge infrastructural spending spree that we're experiencing here. And you look at companies like this who are kind of bucking the trend, and you look at the big companies, and the order books are like nothing. And then you say, well, what is this? Where is this wonderful infrastructure spend? I think what government's talking about, they're talking about an extended public works program where you're basically digging up holes in the rural areas and paying guys 70 rands a day. Whereas we think of infrastructure spend as something we can see, and it's tangible and it's in the ground. And we've got precious little apart from that, apart from Kusile and Medupi and one or two others. So I think as long as that persists, as long as we have this non-real tangible spend in the background, companies like Afrimat are going to find it very, very difficult going. But having said that, if anyone can survive and prosper into the future in that industry, it's a small, nimble operation like Afrimat.
The core of the business was the old Prima and Lancaster businesses in Cape Town and Durban. They manufacture, street furniture. You know what that is? It's like the curbsides and bollards.
Not excuse me.
Concrete, precast concrete pieces which get used to make curbs.
Right, that
out here in the whole of Sandton.
Yes, but you said street furniture. I mean, that really confused me. Is that what it's called?
It's like, concrete dustbins and, chairs where people sit when they're having their lunch.
I have a clearer picture now of
then
what
they
exactly
added
we're talking about.
the clinker group, and then this clay thing for the steel industry is like the Glen Douglas Dolomite mine, and then they also bought that company Infrasource, which was also listed. So they make like clay bricks that you put on the side of a furnace. You'd think this wouldn't be a great
in this discussion
line of business, but somehow or other they've maintained market share.
And
in addition
to
that,
at where they're tracking from a share price perspective.
So there you go. Not looking too bad. I mean, 2016 hasn't been all that marvelous. It's not maintaining its upward momentum, but I still think they'll trade well.
Is there something behind that share price that, as you said, it's a tough environment?
Bronwyn, I think it's the general malaise in the construction industry.
So this is contagion, Paul.
Yeah, but I'm going to go hot anyway.
Are you going hot on this one?
Andries came out of a corporate finance background. He's very good at operational issues. You never hear any trouble after the deals that they do. So
hot.
I've heard some rumors that there are other companies in the same industry that he's going after, looking at. They remain active. I'll stay hot.
Hot or not, Chris?
Great company, hot. Yep.